Yes, because playing along has done so well for all of us now.
I don't
What
think
is our
we
next
have.
order, Captain?
I don't think we have any means of fighting this. You saw how well it went. Tried to fight going through a wall.
I'm not saying fight it.
If any of you have any ideas how to get out of this loop of memories and past, then I'm all ears. That didn't work. You tried to bash that man's head in.
You stopped me before I had a chance to finish.
No,
you disappeared in a flash. You disappeared when you smashed his head against the wall. Smashing against the marble wall seemed to work, but the doorways disappear anyway.
No, I smashed
the doorway was going to appear no matter what.
I smashed him into the table. Eric stopped me, and then whenever I attacked the wall a second time was whenever I was sent away. If you had let me finish killing the man, perhaps we could have broken the cycle then.
You didn't even leave a scratch on him. He doesn't exist, Alistair.
Sir Alistair Bentley Balthazar V. He says your full name.
He means serious if he tells you the whole name.
That's like a parent telling you off.
Yeah, no. Yeah. He doesn't say it like that. He says it in a respectful way. He's not talking down. He's talking up. He says, listen, this is all stressful for all of us. We get it. But how many, and no offense, but how many GIF are specialized in magic?
None.
Why would any of us be specialized in magic?
You hear a voice in the back of your head.
None.
So, if you're not specialized in magic, maybe let's try and figure out something instead of trying to smash it. Because shooting and smashing magical things tends to just blow up.
Alright, could you... Eric, you know magic. Could you do some kind of... Can you try to figure out what this is? Could you...
I don't know, guys, this is what I'm saying. Whatever this is, it's beyond magic. Because I don't know magic right now. I've forgotten every bit of knowledge I've learned. I can't cast spells. My reagents are gone, for one, so that makes it impossible.
Well,
but also, I can't remember the names of the spells, even.
I think we're back to square one.
No, what I'm saying is, this whole thing, it's about solving whatever demons or whatever bad memories that we have. Okay? He breathes in deep.
I have no demons. Or
we just saw one.
Yeah, we just saw one.
Okay.
We saw a construct by this place.
I killed my great cousin. The man you saw in there, that professor that you punched, Sir Bentley, that was my cousin that I killed.
It was not your cousin. It
was
a projection by this place. It may have appeared to have been someone you knew, but it was not.
Irregardless, we're still trapped, and bashing our way through doesn't work. We're at the whim of what is effectively a god.
Then to hell with this god.
That's a how to die.
And how do you plan of actually solving this then?
By fighting until either I die or it does.
That hasn't been working that great.
Then you keep trying.
What, Sir Bentley, may I ask what were the details of the mission in the Gold Room?
My group was on very much the same mission yours was, to retrieve the keys.
Oh, no, my group, we weren't trying to retrieve keys. We were opening treasure doors. It's one of the easiest ways to make money here. We just go to the first floor.
Eric didn't join us until after we decided to get the stones. He was with another crew. Sorry, you guys kind of joined at the.
Oh yeah, I
Very
was knocked out.
This group's mission then.
Yeah, okay, so what I'm trying to say is that there's a lot of magic that we don't understand, and a lot of it will lead to death. So let's just take it a little slow. We have time, right?
Yeah, we can.
Appear so.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If this thing is designed to make us face our past memories, whether real or not, it's doing something to us whenever we feel bad. Or feel guilty. Or alone.
Have Alistair make a wisdom check.
I have felt none of those things, and yet I have still been affected.
Yeah.
Sir Bethany, I'm not going to challenge the emotions of a GIF.
Can I roll an insight check?
You're the toughest.
Insight check.
I'll roll an insight check on Alistair.
Sure, yeah, roll an insight check.
I'll go ahead and do that too.
Hashtag doubt.
Do you want to roll deception?
No, because he actually hasn't.
Well, you specifically told me like a number of things that would make Bentley.
Well, no,
I played on them.
You were no, you were asking for things.
So yeah,
you were asking for things for the gym to target, and that was the things that would target. But the thing is that Alistair truly does believe.
Okay, so he's just a sociopath. All right.
Well, okay, so
he doesn't.
That's okay.
He's not necessarily happy that it happened. He doesn't like that it happened, but he does not feel responsible for it happening because it was the job. And so what he was saying there is the truth. It's he does not feel responsible for any of that because they were doing the job.
So
he's not
from what you guys get from the insight then is that he genuinely believes that he's not in the wrong.
Mm-hmm.
From what you can tell.
Okay.
He's not feeling any remorse.
Would I rather he be alive than dead? Yes, of course. But he died doing the job. So.
Then why are we still going invisible if that's the answer?
Yeah. Eric, I think you're over-engineering something that we cannot actually solve.
No.
If this was a puzzle, or if there was something that we actually could fight, then of course I would be all for it. But right now, just as you say, this thing just wants us to confront our past. We need to go past that door, and it points at the door, and just confront whatever past is past that door. And when there's nothing more to confront, we completed the challenge.
All I'm saying is that maybe we shouldn't be doing this by ourselves, considering we're all here.
I don't see how any of you could have helped me in that situation.
And we were with you at the beginning, Eric. We sat down and we did the class. We answered the questions. And you still translucent. Yeah. He didn't because he's an asshole. But you did.
Yes, and even not playing alone, they obviously didn't either help, and fighting the thing didn't either help. So we just need to get through that door. And
yeah, which is why I'm saying working together.
Yeah, and I'm saying if you find a way to work together, I'm all ears. But right now, just talking in a big group towards this is not really, yeah. We should keep on going.
You ready, Gregory?
Gregory has been trying to work himself into going into the door this entire time.
We are with you. Well, Alistair not be, but the rest of us are with you.
I am here.
Alistair,
oh no, you're here, but not in spirit.
Gregory walks in.
There.
Gregory
we
walks
are here, you are there.
If you all follow him,
yeah
we do.
You see that it is an abbey.
An abbey?
An abbey.
What's that?
It's basically a small church.
It's a living
or building or house for a community of monks or nuns.
Mm.
You see that this one seems to be pretty decadent. marbled, what's it called? Marbled pillars, marbled stone pillars. Very Roman in architecture, or Greek, whatever it is. And there is a very big symbol of Torm and a statue of Torm, in fact. And Gregory stops and prays, and then shakes his head as if nothing ever happened.
Mm-hmm.
And then he walks up the steps of the abbey and into the abbey proper, where he finds a small altar with a older gentleman in white robes praying, and Gregory is just sort of closing his eyes and taking a deep breath before he walks up. The man turns around, and Gregory says, Father, I'm sorry. And as soon as he says that, you watch as the man slaps Gregory straight across the face. Gregory just sort of looks down and then looks towards the father again. And the father says in a very like gruff, older voice, like he's very much like probably in his 90s. He says, "You never did what I asked you to. You never did it. Even after you came from your mother's room, crying and screaming, and you killed her. You decided to run off. As if it were your duty. Here, this was your duty. You abandoned it. And he says, I had a higher calling. You can't blame me for this. You can't. I can blame you for this. You were supposed to stay here. Take over for me. I'm sorry, Father. I didn't come in time. I couldn't save you. I was an old man. You didn't have to save me. You had to save the temple. This abbey was the last living thing or any of our family. You were too busy adventuring. I saved a village from a plight of orcs. I saved hundreds. But you couldn't save one abbey. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He gets down on both knees and tries to grab his father's hands, and his father won't let him. You're a disgrace. Gregory just sort of puts his hands on the ground and begins silence.
Eric? So about the teamwork.
Eric steps forward. And has Gregory said anything? Or is he just...
He's just weeping. And his father is looking at him with disdain.
That's your son, isn't it?
He just sort of looks at you and goes, "Not anymore."
What kind of a man could you be if you showed such disdain for your own child? You say he's disgraceful, and yet your soul isn't with your God.
Oh, shit.
So who's the disgraceful one now? He's still doing his Lord's wish, and you rot. I would say that Gregory, for the short time I've known him, is probably one of the best men, best humans I've ever met.
Yeah. Gregory's pretty good for human.
Plus, he made friends with a dragon.
Yeah.
Not many people can do that.
He has saved my life several times.
Gregory is looking up at you all as you're saying this. And the father just looks like dumbfounded, like, "How dare you?" That kind of look on his face.
Put that all the way down.
This abbey was gone, and you're gone, but you wouldn't want your son to continue?
He failed to protect it.
He protect others, though. That's all he's doing.
You can't deny there's a strength in what he's doing now. Standing before you, taking your disdain.
He's a coward. Even now he's crying.
Mourning is not covetous.
Gonna make a religion check real quick.
Okay.
No.
Nope.
Lucky.
You have no. Oh, okay.
Where'd it go?
You must use the new result, even if it is a what. Go ahead.
23.
Oh.
Hey, 23. There you go.
Now I'm trying to remember any time where Torm might have shed tears, or any of his champions. I mean, I imagine getting your hand cut off and then reforging a metal hand can't feel too good.
He did. He very much felt. What's the word?
Or
Lost. Yeah, felt lost when Tyr died, and Helm died as well. When he lost his. What was basically his, his mentor, Tyr.
Torm lost here?
Torm lost Tyr, yes.
Okay.
Tyr died while defending the Celestial Plains during the ensuing battle of the Spell Plague.
I don't know your scriptures very well, so I hope I'm not being blasphemous when I say this. But did Torm not feel pain, not feel sadness when his mentor died?
of course he did. He is... What are you trying to do? What are you saying?
I'm saying if even the gods can feel pain and feel lost, then of course we will. We're mortal. But as a father, it is your responsibility to guide him, to make sure he returns to Torm's grasp. He's separated from Torm now, and you belittle him? You're like a demon, a devil trying to rip his soul apart.
Really back a bit, Eric.
Not a father. Oh yeah, maybe I shouldn't have went there. You're an angry man. For good reason. But that anger is being shown towards your son.
He just sort of looks back at the altar and then fades away.
Now we don't know if that worked or not because we can't see if Gregory rolled a wisdom save.
Yeah.
Is Gregory...
Yeah.
What's Gregory's reaction to this?
Yeah.
Gregory is not sure what's going on. He looks a little bit better. He was in a pretty sad shape before you guys began speaking. So, he's on his feet and just sort of nodding to himself and wiping the tears away and all that.
He's not transparent.
He is not transparent.
Yes, I knew it.
He looks at Frog looks at Eric, kind of slaps him on his back. Well, I am a big enough dwarf to know that to know when to say that I was wrong. You were right, Eric. Great job.
Eric is like shaking in his like he's like shaking right now, like he's so stressed out.
Yeah.
Rick's just like, you should have just punched the old man.
Him I can agree with.
I think that's a bad sign.
You're gonna agree with a big dumb Hulk. Great job. Great job.
Alright.
And with that, you watch just one more door opens in the back of the abbey. You cannot see through it. It seems to be completely pitch black.
I think that might have done it.
My gun's better go through that next door.
I look at ourselves again. We're still ghostly, aren't we?
You are, yes.
I just very quickly, what was the last closest room that we didn't resolve? It was
Alistair.
That was Alistair's, yeah. You're not going to resolve that.
Can we please return to the room? It'll just take a moment. I think.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
I see where you're going with this.
Why?
yeah. Can we open the door? Like, is that even?
Or yeah, like, is there even a path back?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is. There's been paths back the entire time.
Oh.
Go all the way back to the stone room if you want, where you first came in.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's just sit in that room for a while. Eric, hopefully he starts walking back to Alistair's room.
Okay, yeah. Walk back to Alistair's room. You see that he is on a deck of a ship in the middle of Spelljammer space.
Who?
Wild space. You.
Oh, I am, okay.
Is there a person there though?
No.
Or is the guy gone? Okay, he's gone. Okay.
Guy's gone.
Alistair, come back in here for a sec. Please.
Very well. I walk back in.
Frol, next time he's, like, being pissy, just order him. They have to follow this.
I don't think this is a good situation for that.
No, I know, but just in case. So, when Alistair walks back into the room, does anything happen?
No. Doesn't seem like it.
I think we had a chance and missed it.
What was his name?
Webley. Jameson Webley.
Well, I was asking Alistair.
Oh, okay.
Lieutenant Webley.
It's around for a sec. Hopefully. But can you ask him to maybe come back? Report back?
He was never actually here.
Can you ask the construct to report back?
Construct, will you please return your image of Lieutenant Webley so that this man may speak to him? No.
You are absolutely despicable, you know that? Says Jameson Webley as he walks out. Seemingly nowhere.
He wants to talk to you, not me.
You couldn't believe the fact that I died here. And this thing has my soul.
The Jameson that I knew would have known that he died doing his duty and wouldn't have whined about it. So no, I don't believe you're him.
Absolutely despicable. You never really knew me, did you?
I knew you were a good soldier. The real you, at least.
Because that was my duty. I had no choice. Now I have no choice because I'm here. It's your fault.
How young does Webley look in comparison to Bentley?
Gosh, I don't know. How old is
Bentley? Is it
pretty old, right?
Is it a significant difference?
He's not that old. He would have been.
Is he younger or older?
I would say he's younger than Bentley.
Yeah, he would be older. He would be younger.
Well, I'm more like wondering is Bentley really young for?
No, he's not really young. He's middle-aged.
Oh, okay. Lieutenant Webley, was it?
That's right.
It's nice to meet you, sir. My name is Dr. Eric Greenhart of the Greenhart College.
Can you get me out of here, Eric?
Well, that's the thing, is to get out of here, we need to kind of not be like this, and he's pointing to the ghostly self. And to do that, it seems we have a lot of unresolved issues. And that's pretty common for an adventuring group, if you do say so myself.
Unresolved issues, yeah. Sure.
But you're a gift through and through, aren't you?
Not so sure about that anymore. He certainly wouldn't call me a true gift.
No.
What I'm asking is,
Webley. No, I would not.
If you didn't want to be in the military, why'd you join?
All gift join the military. Well, at least the ones that matter.
The ones that survive.
Yes.
What happened? No, wait, fuck! That didn't happen in like view of something.
No, you didn't see the native slaughtering. No. Only Bentley saw that.
Look, listen. Who decides who we honor?
People?
Of course, but who exactly?
I don't understand the question.
The strong, the victorious. They're the ones who write our history.
Yeah, and?
Who get to dictate who gets remembered.
Mm-hmm.
But There are two sides. No one remembers the loser. And no one remembers what they fought for and believed in. They failed, and thus they were forgotten in history.
Look, I get what you're trying to do, but it's not gonna work. It's not me who has to forgive Alistair. It's Alistair who has to forgive the world.
This world?
He has to understand. Sometimes things are different. People are different. Just because they're different doesn't mean they're wrong.
Oh, crit. So, do I know that native GIF exists?
Yes.
It's not a very well-known story throughout the spheres, but I hear of GIF who don't join the military, who decide a simpler life is better.
Deserters.
That's a name, but can you desert if you never really belonged?
Oh shit.
If you're not an efficient soldier, would you want that person watching your back, Sir Alistair?
They're relegated to the supply lines.
It's the same thing. Would you want faulty supplies?
Get back real quick.
Oh.
Those who cannot serve are not GIF.
Is that bad?
Of course it is.
You're standing in front of 6 other not GIF.
You were not born GIF. You can't help not being one of us. But to have been born GIF and to turn your back on it, that is among the greatest of tragedies. You cannot blame a sparrow for not being an eagle, but you can blame an eagle for refusing to admit what he is. Some races were born not as we are, but those who are, to deny it.
I wonder what strength comes from the natives. Because clearly they survive, right?
Seldom.
But they do. Is there not strength there?
None that I have seen.
What have you seen?
I have seen many things, and I have seen the weakness of these native GIF. These deserters to their people and their kind.
Do you remember when I was saying who decides who we honor and remember?
It was only a few moments ago. Why would I not remember it?
Because it wasn't directed towards him. It was directed towards you. The losers are always forgotten. The victors write the history how they want.
Not true. We have reams of honor rolls of the victorious and the defeated dead.
You're defeated.
Battles are chronicled and logged and venerated.
Celebrated? And
back.
what about the losers? The people who fought for what they believed in and failed and died. The enemy, were they remembered? Are they honored?
That is for their own side to accomplish, not ours.
You're writing the history. Right now, you're writing the history. Maybe, just maybe, the native GIF have a strength that you haven't seen yet. Because you're not looking for it. I would argue that if he is right, our friend here, Webley, is right, in that you are despicable, then you would really deny the GIF as a race the strength of the tribals when they could be used and integrated instead of wiped out.
What would you have us do? Take them on as a slave caste? That is... The sheer overheads of doing such a thing would be... It'd simply not be feasible.
I look at Webley.
He's just shaking his head.
Oh shit, Doc's back.
It
Frog?
was never
Please, you'll be right
truly gone.
Kia,
I was always here.
you guys don't have anything to add? Hopefully. Maybe making some reason?
I'm gonna try to move an immovable rock, really.
Yeah.
Well, then you just have to shift the dirt around it.
It's kind of reminiscent of rice. You didn't make them. I don't think.
I haven't known Alistair long enough to be able to actually speak to him in a way that will address his views, opinions, and his experience.
Hey,
We've always... What? Alistair? What did I say?
But he's a...
No, I said, man, if Bryce were here.
Oh,
yeah, this would have broken Bryce.
Yeah.
He should have killed Bryce. His whole family, his kingdom would have come back.
He would be like,
killed us.
yeah, he would have opened the door like, okay, well,
Done. Yeah.
I'm done.
yeah.
I'll just
And then
convince
he would
myself
be
to
trapped
something
there
crap.
too, like, no.
To be honest, Bryce probably would not have gotten past that door where you said, okay, yeah, do you guys have anything in your past that, and Bryce would have been like, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say yeah.
Okay. It's time to get
well,
serious
good luck.
then.
Alright.
Sir Bentley. You're a gift through and through, aren't you?
I am, yes.
To the core and to death?
Of course.
Troll? Order him. Give a command.
You want to order him to feel?
Well, actually, if you order them to do it...
I will order
Eric,
him.
Eric, this...
No, all I'm asking you is...
I have an idea, says Webley.
Yes, gotta agree. Oh wait, no.
No. Gregory is silent. Webley says, order him to kill himself. See where his honor is there.
I will never do something like that.
A gift will do it, though.
I would, yes.
That doesn't matter. That wouldn't matter.
Oh shit, Ben.
Oh.
He's turned out to admit it.
Yeah, Frog's like, whoa.
Oh, damn, son.
We're in a very dangerous situation, yeah?
Of course.
Yeah, we're all... I mean, there's a good chance we'll all die. Listen, if he is really a gift, then he'll do it and prove to the Evercore that he truly doesn't belong here. I believe that this Evercore is breaking us down, breaking down our spirits, so we provide less resistance.
this place will not break me.
It already has, and I pointed his
starting.
skin.
And I can't. Even if I could, I would not order someone to be something they are not.
A GIF follows orders. Order him to tell you what happened to the natives.
Eric, I think this discussion is done.
Shall we keep going backwards?
I'm not that psyched of seeing all that again.
Well, then you'll die here. You're okay with that? Because
die
I'm
for
not.
Webley speaks up and says, I have a deal for you all.
Okay, Cora speaking. Everybody, pay attention.
I can help you. We can get rid of all of this. You can go home. Everything will be fine. All you have to do is kill Alistair.
No. And Frol will punch the ghost.
Stupid ghost!
Yeah.
He's gone!
Yeah.
Why kill? Is it because he was, supposed to die during that mission?
Couldn't we severely maim him? Maybe take an arm?
No,
we're not turning on each other. That's not an option.
He's the darkest among you.
And I said when we came in here, I would get everyone out of here. We're not gonna turn on anyone. That's just end of discussion.
Gregory says that would be wrong. Why would we kill one of our own?
Yes, thank you.
Utilitarian?
However, Rick says, I think we should do it. Get out of here as soon as possible.
Rick?
What?
No.
I could do it. Real quick.
No, Rick, no.
Rick?
Sculling.
Here, hey.
I've always wanted to see a hippo skull.
Frog will point towards
I'll get you one later, I promise.
Towards the dark door. Alright, if you're so eager to help, what's behind that one? It seems different from the rest.
The end.
But what happens when we go through it as opposed to them? And I'm differentiating ghosts between non.
He shrugs.
Frol will start walking towards the door of the black doorway. It says,
I'm right behind you.
And it says, I don't know if I walk through, if I can give you any kind of a signal, but if I can, I will let you know if it's safe or not. Alistair, I don't.
Okay.
Alistair, I don't have any medals to bury if there are any, but I mean, at least a letter would be nice. And he walks through.
Okay.
He didn't even actually tell me where his family are from to send a letter to.
It was on the contract. You should have seen the fine print.
Okay.
Doc.
Yeah?
I'm taking Rick back to the old man.
Okay. Rick goes back to the old man. Wait, the
green
college professor?
Yeah, college professor.
Okay. Got it. Anybody else going through the black door?
I'm following Frol out.
Okay, you do that.
I'm gonna stand and wait for a signal with Gregory. Oh, unless Gregory's going. I don't know if Gregory's going.
I don't know. Gregory is hesitant to go. He's not sure about any of this.
Just kiss him and go in there.
If I have the
and
right idea, I think this will fix it.
Especially Rick and Eric to return Gregory, or if Frau gives us a signal or something.
I don't know if he's going to.
Okay, we'll give it a few minutes. If Frau doesn't
Alright,
return,
alright.
or if Eric doesn't return, we'll go through. It wasn't your fault.
There's a reason why I'm not describing what's going on.
I fully
Sure.
understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go back to the thing. We're about 15 minutes over. Do you guys still want to continue? Because I'm okay with continuing.
I gotta leave in 5 minutes.
Jamie,
you gotta leave in okay.
Just use the phone.
It's already dying because I forgot to put it on charge. But yeah.
Okay.
I'm already like I've got my makeup on. I'm like changed. I'm ready to go. I'm like literally. If you can do this in 5 minutes, sure.
Well,
do you think you could do this in 5 minutes, Eric?
Eric was just gonna. He's angry at this point. Okay, so what Eric has done is he's basically grabbing Rick's arm or finger, I guess. He's grabbing a finger and is pulling him along.
And he farts a lot.
Yes.
And he gets to the room and says, "Cousin Greenfoot."
Yeah. He pops up. Hello, Eric. What can I do you for? Yes, you did.
I'm sorry. But moreover, I can't change the past. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find a cure for this sickness that I have, and then I'm gonna smash it. And then I'm going to work with Rick. Because there's darkness there, yes, but Rick has his own light. And he's just staring him dead in the eye.
He just sort of shrugs and says, so you're saying... what exactly?
I'm saying Rick's gonna stay. And he's gonna be there forever. But I'm gonna work with him. And what happened to you is never gonna happen again. Sure, I could kill Rick with a cure, but what would I be doing then? I'd be killing an innocent child? I'm not okay with that, so I'm keeping Rick.
He just sort of nods. And then fades away again.
And I head back.
Okay.
He doesn't look at himself. He's scared to.
Got it. You go back to the door. Kia sees that Eric is no longer translucent.
Okay, Gregory, we gotta go back. I gotta go back. Just me. Okay.
Shit.
Shit.
It's almost like
stay here.
when
Do you
you
want to do
ask-
that? Do you want to do that next time? Yeah. Jamie?
Yeah, or I could just
Okay.
message you.
Hey son, sorry
Whatever
you're
you-
dead, but I'm gonna continue. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
I left him alive. Everyone else, people have been dead. I left my son alive.
I thought
In my head,
the
I'm
child
like-
you killed on the street was your child.
No,
Yeah.
that was
Symbolically.
those.
Eh.
Yeah, those were
Symbolic.
figments of the the construct.
Okay.
Those weren't actually real.
Yeah, I don't think that. I don't necessarily think the
None of that
massacre was real either. I think that was symbolic as well.
The whole thing was symbolic. My whole vision. None of that happened. So yeah, it was. Yeah.
Eric figured out pretty quick that he needed to work with Rick, much like the Hulk needed to work with Bruce Banner.
Hey,
It's
look
something
at that.
like there's a similarity.
Look at that. Look at that.
Oh,
Alistair's just fed up
We
with
took
this
him
whole
over.
place.
Yeah, and I don't think Thrall would forgive himself.
Terrible
so-
character for the Soul Gem.
Yeah.
Casey.
Oh yeah.
Terrible character for the Soul Gem.
Now, if you had picked the other character I had, Gwar, he would have been perfect in here.
Yes.
He would have.
Now-
Yeah.
If only I didn't
But,
roll.
I know.
Yeah. Are we stopping for this session then?
We are going to be stopping for this session. Next session, you will all level up. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
You
Doc,
see,
awesome
now,
session.
If you had told,
Thank
if you had,
you. I planned
Yes.
for a while.
Yeah, that
It-
was fucking awesome. Yeah, I didn't expect
Almost
these
had
many
me.
feels.
almost had me crying.
I was trying to. Oh,
Yeah, you
I got
fucking
Madman a
dickhead.
little bit. I got Madman.
Yeah, I know. I saw you got Madman a little bit. I was
No.
like, it's not me this time.
Yeah, you
I
didn't
did
get
tear up a
anywhere
little
near
bit,
me.
but I didn't cry.
I'm a
No,
hard ass.
you're
Fuck
playing
off.
Because you're
Fucking heartless asshole. That's why.
I was just waiting for Frol to give the order to kill himself. That was,
No.
that was
No.
going to be interesting.
that wasn't gonna happen. That was
No,
never
no,
gonna
no, no.
happen.
Yeah, exactly. Especially considering he just had a conversation with his former captain. Like, I want to keep my crew alive. He's not gonna, like, 10 minutes later say, well, how about you kill yourself?
We're gonna get everyone out alive except him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Eeny, meeny, miny,
Because he
moo.
would.
And the ones out is you.
That's
Yeah.
the thing, he
It's
would.
expendable. It's fine.
And now you all find out that his doctorate is in therapy.
Oh.
He's a
That's actually
psychiatrist.
great. Yes, that's actually great.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I'm so happy.
But great session.
Good game. Yeah.
All right.
Oh
Yeah.
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 All right.
Good.
See you
Well
guys
done.
next
Later
week
on.
then.
Thanks.
This
Gotta go
is-
to work.
Yeah, go to bed.
Yeah, no, go to
I'm
work.
going to go to bed now.
Yeah,
Okay.
same.
Good night.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.